Hey Virgo, it's Meg with Padmes, and I am doing your April 1st through 7th romance reading, looking at you and your partner. And first, we're going to look at what your common point of interest is. But we're mixing it up and calling in our angels and guides at the highest vibrations of love and light. And this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, any cross watchers. And we're just getting some messages about you and your partner, what's going on, what you're thinking about, and then we're going to get some next steps and some advice. So first, your common point of interest. Your common point of interest is the Ten of Cups reversed. I'm going to lay the rest of these out, and then we'll get some clarification going on here. So this is you. And this is your partner. And this is the common point of interest. So the common point of interest is talking about Virgo coming to the conclusion of something, coming to the end of something. It's like we have achieved a high level of emotional fulfillment. What next? What's going on? Or some kind of emotional fulfillment has come to an end for some reason. And I want to get some clarification around that. So Virgo, what is the deal? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. So it does look like this would be some independent type of energy. So the Ten of Cups reversed, bringing something to an end, bringing something to the close of emotional fulfillment. And now this is a single person. So more clarification on that. Here's the Page of Pentacles reversed. It's like here's some kind of an offer that has been taken away, or some kind of an offer that is not coming forward any longer to make stability happen. So Virgo, what is going on? We've got the Page of Rods, Page of Wands for you. So this is you saying, I am looking for some kind of information. I'm looking for some kind of energy. I'm looking for some kind of possibility here. And what kind of possibility, what kind of information do you want to tell me about this? Your higher self is saying, I want this from a King of Cups. This is the dream boat. This is the person in a relationship who very much is emotionally involved in the other person. They want to know how you feel, and they care about your emotional health. And that's what you're looking at. That's what you're talking about, Virgo. You're like, I am looking for this type of energy. This is the type of energy that I'm wanting to bring in. This is the type of energy perhaps that I'm even giving to someone else. And clarifying this King of Cups, this is the energy I'm giving to someone else. And then the Ten of Pentacles is reversed. This is not the energy that I'm receiving back from someone else. And as a matter of fact, this is like, this could even be somebody who has been kind of emotionally manipulative. This is, some dynamics that are dysfunctional. I've been making an offer of love, and I have not been getting an offer of love back in return, or at least an offer of love that I can trust. Okay, Virgo, what else are you telling me about this situation? We've got the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is like, I even hear that there are some promises that have been made in the past, but now these promises they've changed, or they're different now that we're in the future. It's like working from old conversations, working from past conversations, or working from old stories. And I'm even hearing lies, Virgo. Okay, and so to clarify this Eight of Swords, we've got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. It's like somebody switched channels, somebody changed their direction. Okay, and here's the Ace of Pentacles. It's like somebody's changed their directions with the promises they have made in the past. Okay, then we've got the Eight of Cups reversed. Virgo, you're telling me that you're not emotionally ready to move forward or move on from this. You are still waiting for this person to come through with the promises that they made. But somebody has switched channels or switched focus. Ooh, both of these came out at the same time. Looks like there has been a Tower moment, and a Queen of Swords energy has created this Tower moment. She's like, this feminine energy is like, I have had enough. I'm fed up. This isn't working. And I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to talk to you about it. And this is about some no nonsense type of Tower situation. This is like, I'm not emotionally ready to move on and move forward, but I will tell you this, I'm not going to be having this anymore. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I want. This is not what I intended. Okay, Virgo. Okay, so now we are going to look at your partner. And what is your partner wanting to say about this? So first, your partner is talking about not standing in their power. They're not feeling strong in their power right now. They're not feeling strong in their sense of security about themselves. So we're going to clarify that, Virgo. And we've got the Seven of Swords. Oh, they're not standing in their power because they're not being honest. And this very well could be they're not being honest with themselves, but it could also be that they're not being honest with you. They could also not be honest with you because they're not being honest with themselves. It's almost like they're saying, I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. I don't feel like I'm being dishonest, but they're not totally being honest with themselves around this. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords here. Okay. Yeah. Here's the King of Wands. So this masculine energy is saying, I'm not totally standing in my power. I'm not acting like a king embodying a king would act like that energy because I'm not being honest with myself necessarily. And so what's going on here is this king is saying, or this king energy is saying, I'm acting like I know what I'm doing, or I'm acting like I know my truth, but I'm not speaking my truth. I'm not saying, my actions are not matching my words. My words are not matching my actions. And then the person that you're thinking of, or your partner, is talking about Empress energy. This energy is, they're saying that they know your worth. They know who you are. They know that you are abundant and you are worth everything that you're saying that you deserve, Virgo. And they know that you not putting up with some of this actions not matching words makes total sense because they're seeing you as the Empress and they know that you are. Okay, these three jumped out to clarify, so we are going to use all three of these. So then your partner is saying, I'm coming toward you not as a knight, not as a king, but as a knight. My mentality is a lot younger or a lot less evolved than what it is that you are wanting from me. Wow. Okay, here's the deal. So, oh, okay, I get it. So the Five of Swords here. That's why I'm not being honest with you. I'm not being honest with you because I'm not ready to give you what it is that you want, but I don't want to lose you. And then here's the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is reversed. So this is talking about not being honest, more of this dishonesty going on. And then this other card comes out with these other two. It's like, don't forget me. Here's the Emperor. So here is the energy that matches you, your Emperor energy. But your partner is saying, I am not able to match this Emperor energy. I am even not being honest about not being able to match that energy. It's like they're telling you that they can match it, but that's not what they're doing. And it's like they're trying to figure out or decide if they are going to match that energy or not. They're acting like they have all of this power and all of this charisma and all of this, wanting to move forward and go forward. They're being, very charming. It's like they're telling you that they want one thing, but they're not being honest with themselves. And in actuality, they're not necessarily ready or wanting to be in an Empress Emperor type relationship. I'm not getting the feeling that they want to commit just yet, but we are going to clarify this Emperor. And this Emperor is clarified with Judgment reversed. I feel like your partner is saying that they have been in a serious relationship before, a relationship that even was worthy of being in a relationship, like an Empress, Emperor type relationship. But they weren't ready. I will say this, the Emperor and the Empress have shown up in this spread. And what that tells me is this could be a divine feminine, divine masculine, twin flame type relationship. And literally, you're like pissed because they were meeting you at one point. They were meeting you as the Emperor. And then it's like they switched up and they've gone through a cycle of rebirth or, some kind of ascension process. It's like, and that's what happens with this twin flame relationship type stuff. You bring it out in each other. And in actuality, you've come here to do that. You've come here to inspire each other to grow and ascend. And it seems like, okay, we're just coming together. And then all of a sudden, one or the other goes back into their spiritual alignment. And that's exactly what it looks like this Emperor is doing. He's going back into spiritual alignment. He's going back to move forward, learn, move forward, align with themselves spiritually. And they might have been ready, but then they changed channels and realized that there's something that they still need to revisit. And so that's what they're doing. They're going back into a place where they are needing to align spiritually, and they are not meeting you because they are not matching you right now. So that is what your partner is saying. I want to ask for some advice for you, Virgo, with this. Oh, your advice. Here's the Four of Wands. Your advice is saying, recognize that this is the twin flame journey. Just recognize that it is. And here is Two of Swords to clarify that. It's like you have to make a decision. Let me ask about that decision, Virgo. Let me ask about this decision. Oh, you have two. So you have the Queen of Rods coming out, Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, this other one wants to come out too, and the Three of Cups. Okay, so here's the decision. First, you have to recognize that this is what it is. You're on this journey. You're on this twin flame journey. If you're not on that journey, you don't feel like, or you don't resonate with that journey, it's like, okay, you're wanting to go one direction. You're recognizing it as, I want this to be more of a solid commitment, and you're being asked to make a decision. And so, Virgo, what your advice is around this decision is, do you want to be the Queen of Wands and be with someone who's moving very, very slowly? Here's the Knight of Pentacles. It's like you have to make a decision, like, yes, I'll be with this person who is coming in as, younger mentality and moving a lot more slowly than me. And we're just going to have fun with this. This is the Three of Cups. We're just going to enjoy ourselves and have fun with this. Or are you going to make this decision that you want something more serious and you want to move forward to something more serious? At this point, it looks like there's, been this tower moment, and there's been some dishonesty, and you might want to be choosing something different than just this being fun. If you chose to look at this relationship as just fun, it also looks like you would have to deal with kind of like a third party situation, or more than one person in this relationship bubble, right? And here's the Three of Pentacles. You're saying, I don't want that. I don't want a collaboration in my relationship bubble. And yeah, that's kind of a deal breaker for you. You're like, that creates a large challenge for me with this Chariot reversed. And it looks like you're going to take a break from this, which would make sense. Here you have that Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles reversed. So this common theme that you and your partner have, I feel like you've already spoken your truth about this, and I even feel like you're the one who's made the break, or you at least gave some sort of like, hey, this is what I want, but that's not exactly what your partner is ready to do just yet. Okay, I'm going to, you can take a moment if you want to and ask a yes or no question, but I'm going to go ahead and ask the Angel Oracle, and I'll get a yes, and then we'll clarify that. But yes or no, this is about romance. I do feel like this is a yes card. I do want to clarify that. So whatever it was that you asked, I do feel like it's a yes. And your angels are talking about romance. I also feel like you're going to have romance in the future. And even though you feel like this is the person that you want this romance with, there is someone else that's coming forward in the future that feels like a viable thing. Okay, but here's the deal. You're like, it's really up to you whether or not you decide to accept this challenge. It's like, you can have romance in the future, but you might be kind of stuck in the past. So you have to decide to move forward and move on. And I do see like this initially, you're like, I'm not emotionally ready to move on from this, even though I'm upset about what's happened. You do have the opportunity for romance in the future, but it's like, I can have this happiness, but will I let myself have this happiness? I just want to clarify that Sun card for you, Virgo. Yeah, and here is the Devil card. Here's materialism, or here is like being stuck in the past, even being, there's a twinge of codependency here, or addiction. And that is a lot of what the twin flame journey is about too. It's like that feeling of addiction, or that feeling of longing and wanting to be there, wanting the other person's energy in your space. Okay, so there you have it, Virgo. That is what's coming up for you for the beginning of April. Let me know how this resonated. Please tell me what's going on with you in the comments below, and I will be back soon for the rest of April. Bye, Virgo.